Hey everybody, it's Uber Dante, and this is an update on my entry in the 9 card game contest. This is Labyrinth 9. Uh, Printed these cards out. These are kind of like laminated, and I just cut out the little tokens like that. I guess it works out okay. You know, sometimes they kind of catch when you shuffle them, but pretty much you can. There's only 9 cards. It's not too hard to shuffle these. I also made a different version, which is just printed them out and sleeved them. So it's nice. So the back sides, there's nothing cut out here, so it's all white. But the front side, this is kind of cut out here. So if you sleeve it with something with a red back or something, that's gonna be showing. I just put a piece of paper in there. It's just whatever the previous game I had, 9 card game I had sleeved in there. I just flipped it over. So I don't know. It feels a little bit like cheating. I'm still not sure about that. But bonus with doing that is you can kind of throw these tokens in here and use it as a storage bag as well. That probably is the way to go with this game. And truthfully, if I was printing them out to use them, like I really wanted a nice copy, I would probably just redo these so it was all white and then print these out on another piece of paper, but that's kind of obviously against the rules of the contest. It still doesn't feel like it's, quite right in my mind, but I don't know. I like the game. I especially like this solo game. Works pretty well. It's a nice. It's a little bit hard to win, so it's kind of fun to play it. And kind of thinking each turn. I haven't actually played the 2-player game against anybody except myself, so maybe that's why I don't like it as much. But I'll show that off today. As far as the 1-player game, it hasn't really changed from the previous video that I released, so check that out. The only other rule is when you've gotten all 9 tokens, then you have to return to any corner like that. So that this would not be legal. You have to come back to some kind of corner on your last turn, the very next turn. If you can't do that, then you're trapped in the labyrinth forever. So the 2-player game plays a little bit different when you're setting up the board. So I'm gonna set it up right now. So you've got these back sides with the asterisk on the front side. So for the for the whole game, you never flip the cards, but at the start of the game, you're going to flip 4 of the cards, or you can do 5 over to the front side. And I found like 4 or 5 makes a nice kind of labyrinth. If they're all on the front side, it's a bit too easy to traverse. And if they're all on their back side, it makes it too hard. So if you're somewhere in the middle, usually get a good setup. So then you just set this up like this. Same as the solo. You set it up, you have 1 extra card remaining. And then you just make sure you have a corner. If you don't, rotate it. So you have a corner, and this one doesn't have a corner. I believe all the cards are designed so there can be one in the corner. And then what we do is the first player has a bit of an advantage. So the player going second gets to place both of the pieces on their starting point. So any point. So this player's going. Let's say red is going first, so green is going to place them over here where they can't get very far. And then they'll place themselves. They don't really have a good one either. Maybe they'll place themselves down here. And then you're going to shuffle these and give 4 to each player. So, and it's just like the game Labyrinth. If you played it, you can't see what you have. You can only see, like, you peek at the top one. You don't show anybody. So this is red. They have this shield. They're not showing it. And then green has this one. So I'll put them out here so you know what they're going for. And then, well, they lucked out because they have a shield here. So even though they started off in a bad spot, but can they get there? Yes, they can just slide. So you just slide it over, just like the game Labyrinth. And then this will be the new card that you'll move out. And so this 2-player, first 1 player didn't have this rule, but the 2-player you can't push back, same as the game Labyrinth. So you can just be aware of where this card is, so I can't go back on my turn. You can place something there and help you remind you like the other token that you didn't use. That's okay. So they got theirs, and that's all you do. So in the solo game, there's booby traps. In the 2-player game, there's nothing like that. And you're just playing till you get to 4. So we'll just push them under the coin. So I don't know how they're gonna get there. They want to get. They can't really go very much. Anyway, the other rule. This is true for both solo and multiplayer. You can't push a player off the board. So I didn't really have a good way of having them come on the other side, and I just thought maybe the game works better that way. So there's another restriction. So this player's turn, they can't push this way, and they can't push this way, and they can't push this way, knocking themselves off the board. Yeah, at this stage where you have 5 of these, it does get a bit tricky. Figure out how to get to different places. Doesn't look good for them. I don't think they can they get across? Maybe we'll push up here and see if we can. I'm probably not going to do a full playthrough here, just to do a couple moves. So, did that help? Yes, I think so. So then they can go through here, come over here, and they got theirs. So they show, hey, I got mine. And basically, whoever gets 4, whoever gets their 4th one first is the winner. So I'm not sure if it's an entirely fair game or not with 2 players. Usually they're, because of the state it's in, it's usually tricky. You can't get it like in 4 moves. So I think, and a lot of times the first player is at a disadvantage where they're placed. But I don't know, that's an update. I don't have the rules. As I'm filming this, I don't have the 2-player rules yet. The 1-player rules are out there, but I'm going to try to work on those and get those out there. And if you give it a try, I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching.